who are blog 24, and I've been out the back just doing some gardening, turning up the soil, uprooting. Well, listen, you should be uprooting your old beliefs. When was the last time you looked at your absolutes, your beliefs that you're running on that are actually holding you back from the life that you want? You see, it's probably, a lot of the time it's not. Sure, it's do it now, do it now, do it now, but the reason you're not doing it now is because of these underlying beliefs. You've not turned the soil, you've not eliminated and uprooted the old beliefs, and so why not do that? Plant the new you. You know, yesterday we talked about energy leaks and removing the duties of your power, right? And so today we're going to dig a little bit deeper, and in the garden, I'm literally turning the soil, I'm turning it all over, I'm soaking the underneath, I'm bringing it around, I've taken out the old wooden edging, demolished a wall, and I've used the bricks, the old London bricks for the edging in the garden, so it's a lot tidier. That's not going to rot, and it's going to be a solid foundation as I progress forward, right? And so I'm really getting my hands dirty, and for those of you that are watching on video, you can see my hands just now. For anybody who's listening on the podcast, it's just audio, you're not going to see but I'm dirty, and you know what, I was actually going to change and make myself more presentable for it, but I thought, you know what, fuck it, because life's imperfect, it's getting dirty, it's about getting dirty and doing the things really that's, I love gardening, because I can see year after year after year the fruits of thy labour, of what you planted before. I'm learning what plants go beside what shrubs go where they don't like, and it's just a joy to see it. And then when they come up and they blossom in the summer, and you know, it's not just about what they're blossoming in the summer, it's about the nutrients, because they're always growing. They're either growing down, which is the roots, which is what is it looking for? It's looking for the nutrients, it's looking for the goodness. It's not going to stop at a rock and go, oh, stop. No, it's just, it becomes the rock, it extracts from the rock, and it just keeps going, it keeps evolving, right, until the heat starts to come and everything starts to rise, and then of course then that's what we visually see. And so what is the stuff that your roots are absorbing? What is your surroundings like? What is it that you are digesting? What is the books that you're reading? What is the podcasts that you listen to? Sure, you're listening to this, but what else are you tuning into? Because what we lend our ear to, which we allow in the subconscious, we literally become. And so, you know, it hit me when I was out there getting my hands dirty, ripping out the weeds, making space for something new, and it hit me. We are no different than the soil, and so the ground, if the ground stays untouched for too long, it becomes dry, hardened, and unable to hold anything worth growing. So the old roots are going to take over, the weeds are going to choke out the possibility of growth. Sound familiar? You see, that's what's happening when we let outdated beliefs, limitations, tolerances, standards, and comfort fester inside of us. So here's what you need to do. You need to turn the soil of your life. Start questioning your beliefs. When was the last time you actually questioned your beliefs? They're rooted in deep, and so the old stories, the fake beliefs, the excuses disguised as logic, rip them out, pull them out, plant the new seeds. You want freedom? Well, discipline that's towards your goal is exactly what you need to be doing. You want confidence, action in that direction of where you want. The confidence is what you need to seed. See, you want peace, alignment of everything, conscience congruency is the seed. But seeds only grow if the soil is prepared. And so if you're not prepared and you're still clinging on to the weeds that are outdated, that are no longer fertile, then you're not going to progress. You need to water it daily. Consistency is your water. Your word to yourself is like the sun. The environment is the fence that protects you from your growth. You see, you notice what I said there? That protects you from your growth. Well, that's what most of the people around about you are doing. They're trying to protect you from your growth. You need to sometimes remove the external. They're going to drop off and replace those outdated people with new people. And that's what's going to happen. Your old friends are going to fade away. They're not going to feel worthy because they're choosing not to grow, to stay stagnant, to not remove the weeds. And you could, like me, like if I went back to my old town, I could see the same people sitting at the same bar stool, talking about the same old stories, 10, 15, 20 years, and they keep doing it week in, week out, day in, day out. They're not they're just stagnant in life, and it's such a sad place to be. You see, you can't plant new potential on top of old problems. You must uproot them. You must till the soil. You must turn that shit over. Today isn't just another day. It's a reset, a ritual. Your hands might get dirty like mine are, literally, physically, but your mind will grow clearer. And so here's 3 key points that's going to grow the garden of your life. You cannot bloom where you refuse to turn. Beliefs must be uprooted before breakthroughs can be planted, and consistency is the sunlight that brings your potential to life. Now here's your call to action. I want you to journal tonight. What belief am I needing to uproot today? What belief am I choosing to uproot today, and what seed am I choosing to plant in its place? Then act accordingly. Stay in alignment, stay in conscious congruency accordingly. If you say you're planting the discipline in the direction of your goal, then prove it. Water it with movement, and never miss a day, never miss a beat, never miss a moment-to-moment decision in the direction of your growth. Where is that? Well, it's where your focus is. And so where is your focus? Because whatever you focus on is what grows. And if you're out there growing with me, then show me, tag me. And also to direct you to a place on Instagram. I've now changed all my social media to The Real Mr. Chris Smith. That's at The Real Mr. Chris Smith. It was at Decide, Commit, Succeed. But that's just a label. That's just something external. That's not my name. And so I've changed it to at The Real Mr. Chris Smith. And so follow the journey. Follow it more. And if you're somebody who's listening in that's building their own brand, then what's more personal than your name? Stop attaching it to an external label. An external, for example, for me, Decide, Commit, Succeed. Yeah, that's very good, and that's what it takes to succeed. You need to decide on something, cut off from everything else. You need to commit to the action steps, and you will succeed. But underline, really, who's the person that has to show up every single day? It's the Chris Smith. It's me. It's who I am. And who are you choosing to be on a daily basis? Because my name is not really truly who I am. It's what I'm doing. It's who I'm choosing to be. What is your habits declaring to the world that you are? What is the disciplines that declare to the world that you are? What is the results that are declaring to the world who you are? You see, what your frequency is what your frequency see. And so if you're seeing negativity all around you, then it's time to uproot the soil. Time to fertilize the soil and embed it with new positive plants and seeds of what you want to see. You see, I could take things very dark and very negative very, very fast and very destructively, and that's why I train every single day. I need to move that energy constructively towards training. I need to focus and really direct that rage. But you only know if you know. So anyway, that's my call to action for you today. Turn the soil of your life. Look at the absolutes. Look at the beliefs that you're running on. Are they outdated? They probably are. And that's usually what's stopping you from doing it now, doing it now, doing it now. Because that is all that needs to be done, is do it now. Cut off from, do it now, do it now, do it now. And so what seeds are you choosing to plant to act accordingly? Stay in harmony with those disciplines. Water it with your movement. And give it consistency, which is your sunlight of your life. What you're creating, well, it's up to you. You have what you deserve. We get what we tolerate. Expect and demand greatness, and demand of yourself the attributes and action steps of the individual that you admire. I'm going back to the garden to finish off.